Hello everybody and welcome to the season finale at RGC Division 2. We begin at Sepang in Malaysia for one final time. Just got this race and one more after this to conclude the season. Raz, already our champion for Division 2's had a phenomenal season. But what is going to happen today? It's going to be interesting. If you're wondering why I'm here, nobody else was available to stream. I think Fernandinho normally streams. Hello, Michael. I think Fernandinho normally streams, but I think everybody's been busy. But don't worry, I am here. If I do start coughing, please forgive me. I'm not dying. I just haven't been particularly well, but hopefully that's not a problem. As long as we've got some action on screen. Our champion here, sporting a beautiful gold number. Look at that, gold number 14, gold helmet. Raz, he won the title last time out. I think it was Motegi we were at, Motegi in Phillip Island. Superb season he has had. Just to give you some idea, he's had 8 wins this season. And the next nearest challenger, they're only on 2 wins. People like Rob, Kodo, Rolls, all had 2 wins apiece. But Raz up there on 8 wins, which is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive indeed. 14 podiums as well to his name. Rob, he comes in next with a great 10 podiums. His nearest challenger in the championship. But yeah, all about Rolls, this one. He has been superb this season. Truly superb. As the bikes come round to complete their out laps, who is the first man? Who is the first man to set a lap? I can't even tell. It's so hard. Let's have a look at Sart's here. Sart's champion of last season. He's relinquished his title to Raz. And he is here today for a lovely little wild card on this beautiful Trackhouse machine, Aprilia. Red in the first sector. He's going to be looking, I feel like he's going to be strong. Super strong last season on the Yamaha. Obviously Raz was his closest challenger last season along with Rob, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can do anything today as a wild card. I don't know how much he's been playing the game, but we're going to be I think we're going to be seeing a nice little battle between him and Raz. Mr. Housley in the chat as well. Good evening, sir. Hope you're well. Hope you're all well. Sarts comes round. There's an Aprilia behind him. Is that Rolge? It is not. It must be Rolge's teammate, Castro. Look at those beautiful boots he's got there. What a machine. But yeah, as the riders come round, first on track. Is it Sarts? I think it may be. Or is there somebody ahead of him? Nope, Sarts is the first man. Come around the famous section with Rossi and Marquez, as I'm sure you all remember in 2015, onto the back straight. Braking hard into the final corner. Real tricky one this. You've got to sort of V this corner off. There's quite a few lines available. Lots of time to be gained here. And as he finishes lap, comes across the line, sets the benchmark of a 156 flat. Castro just behind him. Pops in second, but just beaten by Joey. Rolge, though, he comes across the line into provisional pole position with a 155.5. But it's Raz, the man of the moment. He takes provisional pole with a 55.3 on the factory Ducati. Kodo, but he is looking strong, and he does take provisional pole off Raz with a 55.2 on the Grassini machine. Been really strong. Kodo has recently 2 wins this season. I think it could be a strong one today. Not on the fastest bike, but he has so much skill. He used to be in Division 1. I think he's wildcarding in Division 2 today. I'm not sure if he is a full-time rider, but yeah, super strong, super strong. And he's Red into the first sector, trying to improve on his own time here. Sweeping through these long S-bends. of Sector 2. Looks quite nice. Running a nice line. Tricky double right. Nails it, but has lost a bit of time on his own personal best. But as everybody else is looking to improve, you find Rob, he is currently in 6th, but he's on a personal best lap as Racebox just puts in his first lap, as does Strong Like Jar. Rob still on a personal best, coming towards the end of the lap here. Into the final turn, braking really hard. Aprilia just ahead of him. It's going to be a decent reference. Runs it a little bit deep. Can he improve on his 6th position? Currently 6/10 down on Kodo as Joey goes into provisional pole. What a lap from Joey. Rob moves up into 4th position, only 3/10 off now, but that is a superb lap from Joey Wheel to put himself in provisional pole on the Yamaha of all bikes. And he's red in the first sector is Joey, as is Rolls, looking to improve. Look at the backing it in into turn 4. That was beautiful from Joey. Looking to improve on his 155.1, as is Rolls. I think Rolls might be just ahead of him on track. Theo as well, red in the first sector, but Joey's gone down in sector 2. That is a shame. He was running a great lap there. I think that may have invalidated Rolls' lap. As we just have a look at Theo, if we can find him. That is Rolls, that's not Theo. Here we go. Theo red in sector 2 as well. Beautifully done around the tricky double rights. Currently 7/10 down in 7th position is Kodo. He was red as well. Sadly, his lap has been invalidated. But Theo coming through. Slow left-hander in sector 3. It's a really tricky section here. The bike you just leant over for days hoping it's going to turn. This one you want to take a bit of the inside curb and hope that you don't cut the corner. Theo's done that very nicely indeed. Up to finishing the 3rd sector. He's on a personal best still. Looking strong. Looking to improve as Rolls goes down, sadly. Looking to improve on his 7th position. Can he move up to the 2nd row or even the 1st row? Braking into the final turn. Bees it off nicely. Is Theo going to improve here on his lap time? Currently 7/10 down in 7th position. And he does, up onto the front row. Less than 2/10 off pole. That is superb from Theo, and that's good for me. He's my Pramac Ducati teammate, so it's great to see him up onto the front row. Fantastic. Everyone else looking to improve as well. Racebox on a personal best lap here. He needs it. Down currently in 14th position. He's going to be looking to improve as Joey and Kodo are red as well. Crazy Wizzy also on a good lap here. Coming towards the end of his charge. Time is running out, not long left. You need to put in a lap. Now is the time, only 45 seconds on the clock. Hard braking from the KTM man into the final turn. He opts for a tighter line. Is he going to improve? Currently 11th position for Crazy Wizzy. Up to the final line. And he does. He moves up 1 spot, improves his time by quite a margin. 9/10 of improvement there. That was a good job from Crazy Wizzy. We've got to look at the people who are red, and that is Kodo. Where is your name, Kodo? As Crazy Wizzy has a Marc Marquez crash into the 2nd turn. You don't want to be doing that. That's unfortunate. Both Kodo, Raz, Touchable, all red here with only 6 seconds to go. It can all change. Joey also on a decent lap. Raz, he is red in the 2nd sector also. Kodo's lap has gone away. We're going to look to Raz on the factory Ducati coming down to a tie. Look at him backing it in here. He's got an internal friction ahead of him on the Honda. Hopefully he's not going to be causing him any trouble at all. Touchable also on a red lap. Raz coming through the third sector. Oh, and we've lost Sarts. That must be a connection issue. That is a shame for him. Final sectors coming in now. Time is running out. Raz in the third sector clips the curve, runs it a bit deep. That's not what you want to see. Is that going to cost him in his third sector? It does. He has gone grey, but touchable just behind him on the Pramac Ducati. He's still on a personal best. It's going to be these two that are going to be the main ones that could improve and upset the order at the front. Touchable coming on the Pramac Ducati, hard on the brakes into the final turn. Can he get it stopped? Just about. He can do it. Squeezes the power back on. Can he improve on his 6th position? Raz doesn't improve ahead, but Touchable does, and jumps up to 2nd. Wow, what a job by the Pramac man. Touchable up into 2nd right at the end. That is a fantastic lap by the Pramac rider. We've only got a couple of guys left on track. Strong Light Jar, Racebox, both on track together. But Racebox, he's the one on the personal best coming down to the final turn. Nice tight entry. Gets a bit of a wobble on that. Honda is a bit of a pig, but he keeps it together nicely. Can he improve his position and his time? Bit of a wheelie there. This bike known to wheelie, but no improvement for Racebox. Excuse me, I was just having a coughing fit there. But here we are. Yeah, hopefully we can get a Sarts back in here. But it is Joey that takes a fantastic and a quite brilliant pole position on the Yamaha. He's joined on the front row by Touchable and Kodo. On the second row we have Theo, Raz and Rob. On the third row we have Rolj, Castro, and Sarts would have been there in 8th, I believe. That's where the 8th position has disappeared to. And we've got Crazy Wizzy in 10th, Strong Light Jar, Racebox, Internal, and Mr. Hitstick on 14th position. Do we get Sarts back in here?
No, not for this race.
Okay.
Hopefully for the second race. Just carry on.
Yeah, that's a shame. I guess it was a connection issue for him.
No, there was a family problem.
Oh, pants. Wow. How about that? A Yamaha on pole position. I didn't think I'd see that.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, it probably was Sarts himself that did that last time.
I believe it was. All right.
Wait for everybody to ready up, and now is probably a good time to remind ourselves of the RGC Fantasy. If I can get hold of it. Here it is, Division 2, this week's favourites for the final time. Raz Al Ghul with 70% of the votes, Rob with 25%, and Rolj coming in with 5% of the votes. It's pretty tight in the RGC Fantasy as well. I think Raz is leading that one, looking to win everything this season. So he's going to pray that all that works out for him today. Just waiting on Theo. I'm just going to have a bit of a coughing fit again. I think everybody is ready. Yes, they are. Perfect. Let's start the race here at Sepang International Circuit.
Who will celebrate victory in the Malaysian Grand Prix? Riders have completed their warm-up lap.
Joey on pole position, looking strong in that beautiful Cars Design helmet. But who's going to triumph here today at Sepang Division 2? The lights, they hold for a long time, but we're underway. Joey has a long lap. That must have been from a regular pit entry, but it's Raz with an absolute flyer of a start on the fractured Ducati. He comes all the way into the first turn. He holds on, but we've lost Touchable. So many riders gone wide. I think that's Kodo's gone down as well. Oh my goodness me. Let's have a look at the TV cam. The helicopter cam. Gonna get older. Helicopter cam has told me nothing. It's told me nothing. That is a shame for Kodo and Touchable. They had great pace here today, and that's really going to hurt them, those crashes. That is a shame. They're fighting back there. Theo goes down. What a shame for him. A bit of a messy start here. All going on. Kodo, he's down the field after that disastrous first turn. Touchable, he's also down, just ahead of him in 10th position. It's not looking good at all for those guys, especially for the championship. I know Kodo, he had an opportunity to move up. I think he was fighting for second or third in the championship. Third, I believe. So that's a shame for him. But it is Raz who is up ahead. And is that Rob just overtaking Joey? I believe it is. Yep, Rob overtakes Joey for second position as he's going to look to chase down our championship man, Raz Al Ghul. Please excuse me, I keep muting to cough, but it's all good in the hood. Rolge looking for a move up the inside of Crazy Wizzy, sliding it in, gets it done. Can he make it stick? Crazy Wizzy on the KTM run. There's Joey gone wide. De Castro's gone down in the final turn. But Rolge in all of that manages to move up ahead of Crazy Wizzy into 4th spot. He's on a charge. 5% of the votes in the RGC Fantasy. He wants to make the most of that, and he wants to be challenging for the win, but Crazy Wizzy goes down behind him. Oh my goodness me. It's all crashes here in Sepang. I don't know if people are rusty or what's going on, but bit of a messy start. The field spread has opened up a bit, but as Raz still leads, I've got to say, it looks like Rob's closing in the gap a bit. Already with 2 wins to his name, does Rob. He's looking for a third of the season, and probably looking for a bit of revenge on his teammate after his teammate has won the championship. He's going to want to end the season on a high. Both of the men are. Oh, a bit deep for Raz there. That's going to be... It's going to be losing him a bit of time. Rob's going to be licking his lips when he sees little mistakes like that, as these front 4 men all close in a little bit. Rolge at the back of this group. He's closing in, looking strong. 2 wins for himself at the beginning of this season. All these 4 men have won this season in as Rolle's looking for a move at the inside of Joey, but goes down. Oh, that's a disaster for Rolls. He had such a brilliant start, but sadly loses it in Sector 3. Hopefully he can rejoin safely. Yeah, that's a pretty good rejoin. Ah, what a shame for Rolls. He was looking very, very strong here up at the front with these 3 race winners who pulled a gap from Touchable, who did go, thought Joey and Rob's line were going to clash there, but we got away with it. On to lap 3 here in Sepang. Raz still holding on. He's pulled out a bit of a gap over Rob here. That is exactly what he wanted. Kodo, he's still down in 11th. I don't know if he's had another incident, but he has struggled to make it back up the field here, because he was with Touchable, who's done quite a fantastic job after the crash at the first turn. He's up into 4th spot, set the fastest lap of the race, and he's looking strong here. Very strong indeed. As Mr. Hitstick just behind him, what a shame for Mr. Hitstick. He goes down on the sister Yamaha, and sounds awful, but it's great news for Internal Friction, who's looking to hold on to his 3rd spot in the championship. He's main contender for that. Kodo down in 11th. This is a brilliant ride for Internal, who has had a couple of podiums recently, I believe. So he's doing a fantastic job on the LCR Honda here. There's a De Castro, I believe that was, going for an almighty lunge into the tricky left-hander there, but We're all good, we're all good. I think he lost out a couple of positions there. I think that lunge was on Crazy Wizzy. He is now dropped behind Wizzy and Rolge. There's Rolge looking for a bit of a comeback here after that unfortunate crash. Slips beautifully up the inside of Crazy Wizzy on that Aprilia. Turns like a charm. Crazy Wizzy ran it a bit deep. Looking for a cutback. Can he do anything? Can he fight back against Rolge here on that KTM as we come down towards the final turn? It's all nicely done. Bit wide for both of them, to be honest. Very tricky as the tyres go off. That final turn becomes harder and harder. But I think that is Rolge safely up into 6th position. Meanwhile, Kodo, he looks very close to Mr. Hitstick. Using the power of the Ducati, trying to go on the outside into the first turn, and makes it stick Kodo up into 10th position, trying to make a bit of a comeback here. Meanwhile, at the front of the race, things are spread out a bit. Raz setting a beautiful pace, holding that gap nice and steady. Rob currently has nothing for him, and the man on the move, it really is touchable. He is the man on the move, the number 93 on the Pramac Ducati. Fastest lap of the race still. He has closed in a little bit on Joey, pulled that gap down from 1.8 seconds to 1.1. He's looking for that podium. That's what he is. The closest fight right now is Rolge on the Aprilia. Lovely exit out of the double right. Goes around the outside of internal friction. Can he make it stick? Is he going to be running a bit deep? He does. Trying to fight back his internal on the LCR, but that Aprilia just turns so much nicely. He's hold on. He's done it. Rolge has held on and pulled. Oh, sweeps across in front of internal friction there. Goodness me. That was scary. But Rolge has done it after a difficult crash. He has now pulled himself back up to 5th position, but he's got a humongous gap ahead of him that is probably the best he's going to be able to manage unless there's a crash ahead, which is a shame for him. But looks like just behind us, if we can get hold of internal friction, there's a KTM, if I can find his name, Crazy Wizzy and internal friction, fighting it out for 6th place here. And it looks like that KTM's got more grunt. And Crazy Wizzy holds it around the outside. Oh, is this a bit of a collision there? That is a shame for De Castro. Strong Light Jar came in hot on the KTM. I think he's waiting for him actually. I think he is. Yeah, I think Strong Light Jar is waiting for De Castro after that unfortunate first turn incident. That is a shame indeed. Both their races, yeah, that's awesome to see from Strong Light Jar waiting for De Castro after that first turn. A shame for both of their races, but this is what happens in racing. Meanwhile, at the front, Touchable and Joey have closed in on Rob. Very surprising. Rob with a different line here in Sector 3. He gets a nice exit from it. But he's definitely inviting Joey to have a bit of a sniff here. Into Sector 3. You would have thought that the Yamaha is going to be turning better, but struggling on the straights, and can see that gap is growing just a little bit as the Ducati stretches its legs. Meanwhile, I'm just going to flick back. Whilst these three close in, Kodo has been making moves. He's got past internal friction. He's up into 7th position now. And that was an important overtake for Kodo when it comes to the championship. That could leapfrog him ahead of internal friction as he moves to the inside of Crazy Wizzy. The contact. Oh, and Kodo goes down. Oh, that is so unlucky. Just a bit of unfortunate contact between him and Crazy Wizzy there. and Kodo comes out the worst of it. That is a shame. He was moving up very nicely, and once again, internal friction. He's going to be pretty happy about that one. And after being overtaken by Crazy Wizzy, it actually looks like internal friction's fighting back on the LCR Honda. Come through sector 2 here. Can he look for a move? Moves to the inside, not quite an overtaking spot into here, but the hairpin coming up next. That, I just nicked the inside curbing there. That's costing quite a bit of time. That's a shame for internal, as he looks to get that 6th place back off Crazy Wizzy. Meanwhile, Racebox, another LCR and KTM battle ensues. Can he do anything? There's a lovely battle ahead. Kodo as well. He's involved as Strong Like Jar. He takes his long lap. That promotes Racebox up into 11th. We're just going to have a quick look at Kodo because it looked like there was a huge battle, and there is. Kodo moved up the inside to the final turn. Brakes so hard. Can he keep it tight? He can. He moves up into 9th place. Takes the position off De Castro. I don't know what's happened to Rolls there. He was on a bit of a strange line exiting that final turn. But as we enter the final lap, these positions are critical for Kodo. Can he make up a couple of places to help his championship on the inside? Oh no, another collision for Kodo. He has been terribly unlucky this race, as Racebox looks to take advantage of Kodo's crash now. What a shame. What a shame indeed. But it's the final lap. We've got to move back up to the front. Raz controlling this race beautifully. As Touchable, no! Touchable's gone down out of 4th position. I think he was looking to close in and get that podium spot away from Joey, who looks incredibly close. Where is Joey? We must find his name. Very close to Rob. All these 3 guys looking to try and just grab something late on here. Joey looks like the one on the move. Does have a long lap. I think that will that was from the qualifying. I don't know if that will actually count. Looking for a different line here is Joey, but I don't think it's going to be enough. That Yamaha does not have the punch that he needs on these final straights. But as we head to the final turn for one more time, Raz sticks his leg out, manages to get around quite beautifully as he has controlled this race in Sepang like a true champion, and he wins here in Sepang, followed by Rob and Joey. Touchable, he holds on if we can find him onto 4th position. Crazy Wizzy, great result for him on the KTM in 5th, and it's all happening behind him with internal friction. There's a whole plethora of bikes back there fighting for the position. Goodness me, look at all those. Racebox comes home side by side with Castro, and the unfortunate Kodo, he comes home in last place, I believe. Oh, Strong Like Jar was behind him. What a shame. Whew. It was all happening there. Goodness me. Results anyway. Raz Al Ghul, he wins here in Sepang. Well controlled race by him. His factory Ducati teammate Rob, he comes home in 2nd. Joey on the podium on a Yamaha. No idea how he did that, but he did. Untouchable on the Pramac, he is in 4th. Internal friction in 5th spot. He's going to be very happy with that great result on the Honda. Rolj in 6th. Crazy Wizzy, who's actually moved down to 7th with the long lap penalty. Mr. Hitstick 8th. De Castro 9th. Racebox 10th. Theo 11th. Kodo, after so many unfortunate crashes, is in 12th. And Strong Like Jar is in 13th.